decision making. So that's a big problem politically.
A problem rooted in the patriarchal society of Fiji.
We are women. We stay in the village. We will respect the elders. When they talk, we have to keep our mouth shut. Yeah. We want to be empowered because as women, we got all these powers. We got the talent. We can talk. We can raise our voice to be heard.
To give women a chance to express their viewpoints and share their stories, Sharon launched a community radio initiative in 2004.
On Fem Talk 89 FM, I'm Sharon Bhagwan Rolls, and it's time for a special program, our Lambasa Women...
Sharon used a simple yet powerful tool, the suitcase radio. It's both portable and easy to use.
It's literally a whole radio station in a suitcase that weighs up to about 20 kilos, and we've been able to travel around Fiji into rural centers and taking our community radio station to women in the communities. It's meant that the local issues have been discussed. It's just given women that chance to talk, to speak out, to overcome those traditional barriers of participation and decision-making, and to value their voice, and for us to demonstrate that you don't need to be highly educated to have something to say. Regardless of who you are, your voice counts.
My issues, there are times I face discrimination. When I talk, they seem to think, oh, she's disabled, who is she to talk to me? And there are times I cried, and it's just a big challenge for me.
Sharon turned the suitcase radio into a platform for programming central to Fiji's women's movement.
If I just look at women's programs, you suddenly had women's programs with DJs or personalities reading recipes out of Women's Weekly, rather than we still needed assistance in terms of the development issues. So the poverty of information is that the airwaves not being dedicated to the kind of information that could liberate women, that could alleviate some of the poverty that they experience.
We are left out. We need more workshops whereby women to be taught how to live in a society where issues like budget to live on a $20 to $30 a week, to live on what they can produce, right? To share one another's burden.
Thank you. And you have been listening to Fem Talk 89 FM, coming to you live from Nandi.
Today, a network of volunteers is taking an active lead in FemLink Pacific and its radio station.
This week, 32 women leaders, all
And it's been bridging the divide between what's in the capital city and not being heard, and that opportunity for women within their communities from where they live to talk about issues of local priority, but when you connect it all is a national agenda. I firmly believe that the more women are participating, not just in decision making within the women's movement, but in broader civil society, in all governance structures, we can have a more peaceful country and a more peaceful world.
From her earliest days in Japan, Dr. Sachiko Kuno has trailblazed her own path and created her own opportunities. Dr. Kuno's love for science and sheer determination drove her to break societal barriers. She co-founded a multi-million-dollar pharmaceutical business that spans from her native Japan to her home in the United States. Now, Dr. Kuno pays her good fortune forward to inspire the next generation of innovators.
My journey started in Kyoto. I think Kyoto is a traditional city, but at the same time, very innovative, creative city. Kyoto has some sort of power to inspire people to think about something new.
Dr. Sachiko Kuno infuses Kyoto's power into everything that she does. Trained as a biochemist, Sachiko and her husband, Dr. Ueno, discovered life-changing glaucoma drugs. She defied the expectations of her times, beginning at Kyoto University.
I entered into the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, so that I was only one female among the class, and the 50 people. Expectation in the 1970s for the girl or the women in Japan is definitely to grow as a good woman and to be the good wife and to be the good mother. I felt there's some sort of loneliness or that to be isolated from the other people.
After relocating to the United States, Sachiko and her husband established successful biotech companies. What began as a way to express their love for art and science grew into the creation of the S&R Foundation. The S&R Foundation in Washington, D.C. inspires innovation and empowers excellence in arts, science, and social entrepreneurship.
So this is the ecosystem which can be given to the young social entrepreneur to think about and how they can achieve the challenges and to solve 21st century problem. We are supporting fearless social entrepreneurs and who are thinking to change the world.
Diana Sierra is one of these fearless social entrepreneurs. She is a fellow of the Foundation's Halcyon Incubator, helping those looking to change the world for the better. Diana created the social enterprise Be Girl to overcome menstruation stigma and empower women and girls. Be Girl designs affordable and reusable sanitary products for women and girls everywhere, including these students in Ethiopia.
Menstruation can be a very simple thing for some people who have access to proper management materials, but if you don't have them, it could be a burden, a huge burden. So we want to have a better understanding of the type of challenges that girls face and make things better.
I had a dream, I had a vision. I wanted to keep girls in school.
You said that you miss class, right, when you have your menstruation? Yes. Tell me how many days you miss and why.
Some people always miss like 3 days.
Sachiko's S&R Foundation is helping make dreams, like Diana's, a reality.
Here you have an infrastructure. You have the business plan, you have the chance to pitch to other people and show them your project, get advice. It's an amazing platform for entrepreneurs to really take their ideas to the next level.
I was supported by many people when I was young, and many people who believe in my talent and capability and potential. So I just want to do the same thing to the next generation.
India's infant mortality rate is among the world's highest. As a child in Mumbai's public housing, Dr. Aparna Hegde saw firsthand how a woman's health declines if she can't get access to information. Her novel approach turns the universal mobile phone into a prenatal care device for expectant mothers. Dr. Hegde's use of modern technology is closing the gaps in India's healthcare system so that women and children can thrive.
This is my favorite spot in Mumbai. You know why that is? It's a great equalizer. It is a spot that gives both the rich and the poor solace. You'll have the biggest millionaire sitting next to the poorest person from the slum of Dharavi, and they'll be sitting in silent communion.
But the rest of Mumbai is marred by inequality. Dr. Aparna Hegde realized this early in life, growing up in a lower middle-class neighborhood as a daughter of migrant parents.
The one striking part of Mumbai city is extreme disparity of the human existence. However, a city where every dream is possible. The only thing you need to do is to keep going. If you stop, you're mowed down.
Despite the odds, Aparna kept moving and became a doctor specializing in urogynecology.
The city of Mumbai gave me everything, and I really want to give back.
Aparna decided to give back to Mumbai by addressing the huge divide in healthcare information available to the haves and have-nots. While working in an overcrowded public hospital, she realized that information can be a lifesaver for pregnant women living in the slums.
When we were sitting in these antenatal OPDs, and they were extremely crowded, 200 women waiting outside for us.